Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Emma. Today's video, as you can probably tell from the title and from the thumbnail, is going to be a favourites video. I haven't filmed a favourites video in a little while, and I had a collection of things that I want to sit down and talk to you about in a video. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I've got a couple of beauty favourites, a book, some fashion favourites, some music favourites, and a lifestyle favourite as well. Everything that I feature in this video I will leave a link down below if you want to check it out. And if you do enjoy favourites videos, I'd love if you give this video a thumbs up. I don't like to do them every month because I feel like I'd never have enough stuff to talk about every month, but I do like to do them every now and then and just check in and show you some things that I've been loving recently. Okay, so as always, we're going to start off with beauty favourites, and the first thing that I want to mention is a skincare favourite, and this is the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. I really want to try some sort of milky toner. I did want to try the Road one if I'm honest, however this one is just a lot more accessible in the UK. I picked it up in Boots and I think it's around the £10 mark, and I really like Bioma. Everything that I've tried from the brand I really like, and this is no exception. I really like it. I really like it, particularly just as an added extra moisturization step, especially in the colder months. My skin just needs a little bit extra hydration, and it's just really nice. I go in, wash my face in the mornings, and then I'll apply this before I go in with eye cream and moisturizer, and it's just really nice as an added step. It's not too thick or too heavy, so it doesn't take ages to absorb into the skin, but it's just really nice added step. It feels really nice on the skin. My skin can get quite red, so especially after I've washed it, so I just find this helps like calm my skin. It is meant to help boost and repair your skin barrier over time. I mean, I don't really know, but I really like it. I think it's a really nice product. Like I said, I only really use it in the mornings, and yeah, it's just really nice little added step. It's definitely not an essential in the routine, but I am really enjoying it, especially for these colder months, and especially in these lines I get quite dry down here. I really like it. So yeah, it's just a really nice product. So if you're looking for an alternative to the Road one, a more affordable one, this one is really nice and I would recommend. It just has a twisty lid and then it just comes out here. You do have to be a little bit careful because it does come out quite quickly, but I just like squirt it into my hands and then just like press it in before I go in with eye cream and moisturizer. But yeah, really like this, and like I say, it's pretty affordable and you can pick it up pretty easily just in Boots. So yeah, really liking this. Okay, and then the second beauty product that I want to mention is a makeup product, and it's the Vive Skin Nova Complexion Balm. If you watched my vlog from when we went to Norfolk, you would have seen me use this in that video and like show you me applying it, because it was the only base product that I took to Norfolk and I used it the whole weekend, and I really love this. It is a foundation, but I would say it's more of a light to medium coverage. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all. It just goes onto the skin really nicely. It blends really nicely into my skin. I will say I've got the shade 120 and this matches my skin perfectly, that it almost looks undetectable on the skin, and it just gives a really nice finish, helps cover up some imperfections. It's not a really high coverage foundation, so I wouldn't say it covers everything, but it just helps even out the skin tone and cover like little bits of imperfections. I do have to go in concealer to cover more like stubborn spots, but this is just a really nice all over base product. It feels really nice on the skin. It lasts really nicely on my skin. I was a little bit worried because it is called a balm. I was a little bit worried about it on my more oily skin, but I find it lasts really nicely and it just looks very skin like on the face. And it just gives a really nice finish. The only thing I will say about this is it does have a distinct scent, which is not my favourite. It's quite a floral scent and it is quite strong, and you can definitely smell it like when you're putting it on your face. However, it's not too bad. I've kind of gotten used to the scent. Initially it did give me a little bit of a headache, but I've just kind of gotten over it, if I'm honest. It definitely does have a scent, so if your skin is a little bit sensitive to scents, you might want to be careful. I'm not entirely sure what ingredient it is that gives it the scent, or if the scent's necessary, but yeah, the scent can be a little bit offensive because it is quite strong, I find, for a foundation. But I'm still using it pretty much every day. Every time I want to wear foundation, I've been using this recently, and I just really love it. It feels really nice on the skin. Like I say, it lasts really well, and it just gives me the coverage that I want without feeling really thick and heavy and cakey on the face, and I really like this. It's actually making me want to try more Vive products because I've not really tried any Vive products before, and I think it comes in quite a lot of different shades as well. So I will leave it linked down below if you want to give it a go, because I would really recommend. I really like it if you like more of a medium coverage foundation. It's just really beautiful on the skin, and I'm really loving it, so I wanted to give it a mention in this video. Okay, moving on to fashion favourites. I've got two fashion favourites that I want to mention. One is a piece of clothing and one is an accessory. If you've been watching my styling videos and vlogs recently, neither of these will come as a surprise to you. But the first thing that I want to mention is a pair of jeans. I picked these up from ASOS and I absolutely love them. I actually only got them recently, probably at the beginning of October, but I've been wearing them pretty much every time I've got dressed since I picked them up. So it's just these jeans. These are the ASOS Design High Rise Slim Straight Jean in the shade Rinse. And I want to mention the shade particularly because I love this shade. I was looking for a darker pair of denim for the autumn winter months, and I wanted a slimmer pair of jeans as well, just because in autumn winter when I'm wearing jumpers, coats and things that are more oversized on top, I just wanted a bit of a slimmer jean just to keep a little bit of a silhouette, balance out my proportions a little bit, and these are just perfect. I absolutely love this shade of denim. They just go with everything in my wardrobe and they just look really, really nice. I actually wore them last weekend when I went home and I got a couple of compliments on them as well. And yeah, they're just a really, really nice jean. They're a comfy jean. I will say if you're in between sizes, maybe size down, because I went with my regular size. They've stretched out a little bit and I have washed them and they're still a little bit big, so I definitely can maybe have sized down one waist size, because I'm pretty sure they come in waist sizes rather than like standard UK sizing like 10, 12, 14. I'm pretty sure they come in like actual waist sizes, so I'd recommend if you're in between maybe going for the size down, because they have stretched out for me. But yeah, I just really, really love them. I think they look really, really nice on. They're quite a smart jean and I just love them so much. I've been wearing them constantly and I feel like I'm just going to be wearing them constantly throughout autumn winter. I think they just look really nice with lots of different things. I got them in like a medium leg length, so they would cut me off at the ankle, which I really, really like. So it means they look nice with loafers and with trainers, but then they can also look nice with like boots. So yeah, I really, really love them. They're just a really nice pair of jeans and I've been styling them a lot recently. I've been wearing them in my most recent styling videos, so you probably would have seen them in those. But yeah, I really, really love them, so I will link them down below. They're also pretty affordable because, like I said, they're from ASOS. I think they're around the £32 mark, which I think is good for a nice pair of denim, and I am quite fond of ASOS denim. I would just say they have stretched out a little bit, so maybe just be aware of that. But I really, really love them. Okay, and then the next fashion favourite is a bag, and it is just this brown bag. Now, I actually picked this bag up off of Shein, which is not a place I would normally shop. I actually was on there to buy my gold sparkly play suit that I wore to the Taylor Swift concert. And I saw this bag on there and I picked it up. I wouldn't normally buy off Shein, and I don't think I will buy off Shein again because it is showing signs of wear and tear. I mean, I have been wearing it a lot, so, you know, it was very affordable. I think it was about not even £5. And I'm also pretty sure I've seen the same bag on TikTok shop as well. So yeah, but it's just this oversized chocolate brown bag. Like I say, it is very affordable and I think you can tell that with the hardware. But I just love the colour and I love the size. I've just found it really, really practical. I went on a train last weekend and just having a bigger bag for a train was just really, really handy because I could fit a book in there, I could fit a bottle of water in there, I could fit a sandwich in there, my purse, my phone, keys, sunglasses, umbrella. It's just nice to have a bit of a bigger bag and be able to carry more stuff around when I need to. So yeah, I probably will wait until this like falls apart and then invest in a better quality one. But I do really, really love this bag, so I did want to mention it in this video because I have been wearing it like all the time. Even when I don't have a lot to carry around, I've just been wearing this bag because I just love it so much, and I love that shade of chocolate brown. And I do like that it looks worn, like the leather looks worn. I do really, really love it, but I will say it is a very affordable bag, so if you're on the market for something a little bit more higher quality, this might not be the bag for you, but I do really, really love it and I love the look of it. So I can wear it on my shoulder, or I can also wear it crossbody, which is great because if I fill it up a bit and it's a bit heavy, it's just quite nice to have it crossbody. Really, really love it. Been wearing it a lot and I will definitely be wearing this into autumn winter as well, especially with that chocolate tone. I didn't really realise how much I was missing a dark brown bag until I bought this, and I've just been styling it all the time because I think it just goes nice with so many different things in my wardrobe. And that'll be good with coats as well because it can go crossbody. It's quite a long strap, so it'll fit nicely over the body when I've got a big chunky oversized coat on. So yeah, I do really, really love this. It's like I say, it's not the best quality, but I had to mention it because I've been wearing it all the time recently. Okay, and then I did just want to mention one homeware thing that I've been loving, and it is a candle. I only picked this up a couple of weeks ago, but I'm obsessed. So much so that I've actually gone back to TK Maxx and picked up another one yesterday because this one is all burnt out. And it is the Sand and Fog Tahitian Vanilla Candle. Like I say, I picked this up in TK Maxx a couple of weeks ago because we're in October, cozy season. It's the season for burning candles in the evening. And I really wanted a vanilla candle. To be honest with you, Alex smelled this and was like, oh, this is a nice one. And I was like, it's okay. But getting this home and smelling it, it's absolutely stunning. I will say it does always make me want a sweet treat. Like I always want to eat a cookie or something when I burn this because it just smells delicious. Like I want to eat it. I'm not going to eat it because it's a candle, but what I really love about this is it's like a true vanilla scent in my eyes. There's not like an additive. Like sometimes with vanilla candles and vanilla scents, they can add things that make it really, really sweet, or they can go the other way and make them like vanilla-y and musky. And I do like a vanilla musky scent, but I just wanted a true vanilla scent. And this is just perfect. I absolutely love it. I love burning it. It just gives such a lovely cozy scent to the home. We've been burning it in the living room. It smells quite strongly. I've actually got the bigger one that I've got has got 3 wicks, and when I walk into the living room I can smell it even when it's not burning. And I just love this candle so much. Like I say, I've got other candles to burn, but I went back to TK Maxx yesterday and picked up a bigger version of this because this is pretty much all burnt out and I wanted another one. And I think it's just like the perfect candle for this time of year. It's like a cozy, warming scent. I don't really like pumpkin scents, so I don't ever pick up a pumpkin candle because they're a bit too sweet for me. But this vanilla has been beautiful. Even if this scent isn't for you, I'd recommend Sand & Fork as a brand of candles because this has been really, really nice and I really love it. Okay, so lastly I wanted to mention some entertainment favourites. So I've got a book, a TV show and some music favourites that I wanted to mention. So starting off with the book, it is Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. I really, really enjoyed this. I've been wanting to read it for ages and I was a little bit nervous because I've heard mixed reviews, but I really, really love this. If you like sort of literary fiction, I think you will enjoy this, because it is very much about characters rather than about plot. There's not like a massive plot to the book. It is quite a simple story and it's just about the relationship between the characters. So the story takes place in New York and it's about the relationship between Cleo and Frank, and they meet very, very early on. I think they meet in like page 2, which I actually really liked because you're straight in there in the story. There's not like this massive build up. You're straight into the relationship and you're straight away getting to know these characters. And they meet at New Year's party, they get into a relationship, and then quite quickly on into the relationship they end up getting married because Cleo is from England and she needs a green card to be able to stay in America, but they are in love as well. They end up getting married and the story follows their relationship from their meeting up until like the first year and a half of their marriage and relationship. And it kind of goes back and forth. You're kind of going through the time and then you get to hear about things that have happened like previous months, things that we haven't like explored yet in the book, and it goes between the different characters of Cleo and Frank and like alternates. It does also touch on a few characters around them, a few of their friends, Frank's little sister, Cleo's 2 best friends, and then also Frank's oldest best friend, and then also another friend that he has. And it follows the relationship between Cleo and Frank, and then also the impact their relationship has on these people around them and just the different dynamics between them. And both Cleo and Frank are dealing with their own self traumas from their past and from their childhoods, and they've come together and they're kind of trying to navigate that themselves as individuals and also as a couple, which obviously brings issues into the relationship. They have both had like these traumas in their childhoods, but it was a nice exploration of a relationship between 2 people and the realities of the difficulties of navigating those traumas as individuals and also as a couple. There is also an age gap. Frank, I believe, is in his 40s and Cleo is in her 20s, and it kind of touches on that, about the differences between them from their childhoods and their past experiences and also due to their ages. And I just really, really enjoyed it. It's a very simple plot, like I say, like there's not a load happening, but it's just following the relationship between them and then also touches on the other characters around them, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was just a really nice insight into this relationship and I found it quite moving, quite emotional, and I was really, really invested in both of them as characters. And I think I've mentioned this before in a video, I can't remember what it was, but I really like when characters have both likable and unlikable qualities, when they feel like real people, because they are flawed and they make bad decisions and they do things that you don't necessarily agree with. And I really, really enjoy that. I enjoy reading about more complex people because they just seem more real to me. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed this book. So if you're a fan of like sort of literary fiction, like Sally Rooney style books, I would definitely recommend this. I do definitely want to read her other book, Blue Sisters I believe it's called, and I'm pretty sure this was like a debut, and for a debut I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a really, really good book. I would definitely maybe look up some triggers for this book because there are things in this book that might unsettle some people, but I really, really liked it. So yeah, I want to mention it in this video. But if you have any recommendations for books based on this book, then do let me know. I have got a couple to read. I've got Talking at Night that I really want to read. That's been on my bookshelf for a while now. I really liked it. Okay, and then the TV show that I want to mention is Brassic. Me and Alex have been watching because they added the first 4 seasons to Netflix. I've heard really good things and we've been watching it and we've really been enjoying it. We've been watching it with dinner and it's just a really good watch. It's about a group of friends. The main character is Vinny, but there is like a big group of friends and you kind of touch on all the friends and get to know more about them throughout the episodes. In Northern England, I think they're near Manchester area, and they're basically petty criminals and they do little petty criminal activities. They kind of steal things because they've not got much money, and it's just a really entertaining show. But there is an undercurrent of like seriousness to the show because the main character Vinny struggles with mental health, and they touch on that throughout the show. And then also like a few other of the characters like have issues that they have to face, and it's really entertaining. It's a good balance of entertaining, getting to see the group of friends get up to all these different silly hijinks and all these silly petty crimes that they get up to, and then also having this undercurrent of real life issues that each of the characters are facing. And it's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I will say we watched the first 4 seasons on Netflix, and then we've actually got a Now TV subscription so we can watch season 5 and 6. And season 5 I'm not enjoying as much as the first 4 seasons. I feel like the format has changed slightly. I mean, I'm still enjoying it, I just don't like it as much as the first 4 seasons. But it's just a really good show. It's a British show. I really love British TV. It's really well acted. I just really enjoy it. I love seeing all of them just together doing petty criminal things, and it's just really entertaining. I mean, there are a few episodes that have made me bawl my eyes out. Yeah, there was one episode in particular that made me bawl my eyes out in season 4 when Vinny finds the older woman in the woods and takes her under his wing. That episode really touched me. I bawled my eyes out of that episode. I really loved that. I definitely recommend giving it a watch. Like I say, the first 4 seasons are on Netflix, and then I think they've all been on Sky, so they're all on Sky or Now TV, but the first 4 seasons are on Netflix. But I think they're up to season 6 now. I think season 6 just come out recently. So yeah, but we've been really enjoying it. It's been really entertaining. The episodes are around 40-45 minutes long. I think there's only like 7 episodes per season or something like that. But yeah, really been enjoying that. Okay, and then lastly for music favourites. I've actually got quite a few music favourites, so I'm going to try keep this snappy so I'm not rambling on. The first one is Finneas' new album, For Crying Out Loud. Absolutely love Finneas, but I really love his new album. To be honest with you, I've loved all his previous albums. He's an artist that I really love, but yeah, he came out with a new album recently called For Crying Out Loud, and I really love it. My favourites are For Crying Out Loud, Family Feud and Lotus Eater, but the whole album I really enjoy. I just really love his voice. I really love his music. I think that was a really good album, so I recommend checking that out if you've not. The other album that I want to mention is Gracie Abrams, particularly The Secret of Us Deluxe, which only recently came out. I think it was last week as I'm filming this. I mean, I did really love The Secret of Us. My favourites from the original album are Risk, Blowing Smoke and Tough Love. Free Now were my favourites. But then on the Deluxe, I love all the new songs on the Deluxe, but particularly That's So True, Packing It Up and I Knew It, I Know You. I also really love I Love You, I'm Sorry, the live from Vivo version. That's definitely my favourite version. But yeah, the whole album I really like, but yeah, they're definitely my favourites from the original album and from the Deluxe. I'd say my top 2 are That's So True and Tough Love. And then similarly on a Deluxe vein, I've really been enjoying Lizzy McAlpine's Older and Wiser. I really loved Older. I will say when Older originally came out, I didn't listen to it as much because I do think it's definitely more of an autumn winter album for me. So I have definitely been rediscovering that album in autumn, but then she's just released the Deluxe version and I really love that. So I love Pushing It Down and Praying, Spring into Summer, Vortex, Older. Older makes me cry. They're my favourites. I really love the whole album though. It's very like relaxed vibes, I will say that, so I definitely think it is more of an autumnal album for me, but I really love it. Other music favourites, I'm loving Maggie Rogers' new song, In the Living Room. Obsessed with Maggie Rogers. I talk about Maggie Rogers in pretty much every favourites video because I just love her, and I loved her last album. That was definitely more of a summer album for me, but In the Living Room I really love, and I am hoping she comes to the UK soon because she's not announced the UK tour yet, and I think she's currently on tour in the US. And then my other favourite song is What This Could Be by Jonas. I went to see the Jonas Brothers in September and absolutely had the time of my life. It was honestly one of my favourite concerts of the year. I rediscovered my love for the Jonas Brothers, so I've been listening to a lot of Jonas Brothers since then. And then also I've been listening to a lot of the Joe Jonas solo stuff, and I love What This Could Be. I did also love Work It Out, but I definitely prefer What This Could Be. And I'm eagerly awaiting the solo album For People Who Believe in Love, because it was meant to come out this month and now it's saying winter 2024, so hopefully that is soon. And then, to be honest, all the other songs that I've been loving are like old songs I kind of just rediscovered because they're autumnal songs to me. So I've been listening to a lot of Phoebe Bridgers, Girl in Red, Bon Iver, Noah Kahan, a lot of old Lizzy McAlpine, 1975. They're always a band that I rediscover in autumn, winter. But I will link my little autumnal playlist down below if you're interested. I want to know what I've been listening to. But yeah, I think that is everything that I want to mention in this video. Like I said at the beginning, everything that I featured I will try leave a link down below if you missed it or you want to check any of these things out. If you do enjoy favourites videos, I would love if you could give this video a thumbs up, and also let me know in the comments below what are your current favourites or anything that you would recommend based on these things that I've mentioned in this video. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you could subscribe, and I will see you all next week in a brand new video. Goodbye. It's gone very warm toned because it's getting dark outside.